From your point of view, can you explain why the internet was so angry over your engagement to Justin?
Just given the timeline of like where he was at before we got back together and what was going on, I know how we got to where we got, period. The timeline also that I think sometimes is in question of like us getting together and getting engaged and him having been spending time with his ex before that. This is so crazy. I've literally never talked about this ever. I understand, again, how it looks from the outside, and there's a lot of perception there, but that was a situation where I know for a fact that it was the right thing for them to close that door. They were not in a relationship at that time. But of course, there's a very long history there, and it's not my relationship. It has nothing to do with me. So I respect that a lot. But I know that it closed a chapter, and I think it was the best thing that could have happened for him to move on and be engaged and get married and like move on with his life in that way. And it's hard for me to talk about this because I don't want to talk on either one of their behalf again, because it was their relationship and I honestly respect that very deeply. But I just know what was going on when we got back together, and I know what had to happen for that to come back together in a healthy way. And I think it was the most healthy, mature decision that he could have made. And I respect that. I know for a fact that the reason we were able to get back together was because it was very much completely closed. A lot of the hate and the perpetuation comes from like, oh, you stole him. And I guess maybe that just comes from like the fact that they wished that like he had ended up with someone else. And that's fine. Like you can wish that all you want, but that's just not the case.